Hawaii Blues fan. We're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Aloha, Blues fans and hockey fans. This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, coming to you live from Honolulu, Hawaii. Let's talk some hockey. That's right. It is time to talk some hockey. What a nice game that we were entertained with today. I'm impressed. You know, there's good, there's bad, there's things that you see in it and you go, what the hell were they thinking? And then there's other things you go, okay, that makes some sense. Uh, so let me get the chat up so I can tell you, I really want to get you guys involved. So let's talk. So in the chat, what I want you guys to do is go for what are some of the good? Tell me the good things that you saw in this game. I saw an offense that finally kind of opened up. And I saw something at the end of the game that really impressed the crap out of me. Really impressed the crap out of me. I got to tell you how impressed I was. Not sure if you know. Hey, by the way, that's my uncle there. And hey, Boyd. Hey, Uncle. How you doing? Peggy's there. Hey, Peggy. How you doing? Thank you. Rooster. Thank you, Rooster. Thank you for getting involved. So going back to what I was saying, what did we see good? There was something towards the end of this game that was really good, right? Who can't I? Facebook groups. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I can't post, so maybe you can read them, but you can't post on some. That's fine. Okay, so let's get back. Here we go. Tom saying, Tom, good. Kairo's breakout. Falk finally looked comfortable at the blue line. Tom, that is a good point. Love the speed. Another good point. But no one's caught what I caught. There was something that happened at the end of the game that bodes very, very well for the Blues. And it's something that's concerned me in the last couple of games because I thought that it was, hey, well, Ruiz, there's one of my shipmates. I went to Ruiz, he lives in Florida now. We served together. Hey, man, you know, this is the 30th anniversary of the Gulf War. 30 years ago today, the USS Mobile Bay was under fire from some gunboats. That's how I got my combat action ribbon. Rui, good to see you, man. So let's get back to let's talk hockey right now. So what good did I see that no one else has mentioned yet? Right, and Ben, it's a good comment. Bennington was aggressive. He did play aggressive, a little too aggressive. End of the game. Oh, hold on. I'll take care of that later. End of the game. Let me kind of turn that off. There we go. End of the game. O'Reilly does that breakaway. And he flubs the shot, which is okay, but then he stays there and he holds the puck, 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 and he even got another shot out of it. He kept working the puck. Well, not only did he keep working the puck, as the Blues started changing around, they got involved in the play. Now, up to this point, face-off percentages for the Blues last year, they stood in the 54% range. Now they're at 47. So my concern is that O'Reilly is spending a little, you know, he's not into his you know, his whole game because of being the captain. And that makes sense. That really makes a little bit of sense. I understand it. But what I saw was a captain go down at the time that he needed to be and kick some A. Absolutely. Now, for you guys just joining me, I have a group on Facebook called the Hawaii Blues Fan Clan. And on that clan, we have a pick'em contest. And you know what? Let me see. There are some people that got awfully close here. Awfully close. Chris went 5-1. 5-2 Blues. White Castles. Philip, you blew it, man. I had 5-0. Boy, did I get, and I picked Bennington too. So so I actually ended up with 0 points. There's going to be some people jumping in some points. 5-1. No one called it perfect. No one had them scoring 4 goals, and that's fine. There were a couple that were close. Some of the score. Let's see. O'Reilly's on here. I don't think O'Reilly scored, but he might have had an assist. I got to go back and look at that. Let me see. Let me go to the score. So for the Blues, let's talk about the Blues. Who scored? You got Hoffman from Parayko and Bozak at 4:09 of the second. Then you have Shen from Kyrou at 14:17 of the second. Justin Falk, Justin Falk getting his second. Oops, hold on. Kind of lost something there for a second. Where it is? Okay, Justin Falk gets his you got Mike Hoffman. Okay, let's go back. Justin Falk at 2:38, 2:36 of the second gets his first from Barbashev and Gunderson. Hoffman gets his first from Parayko and Bozak. Shen at 14:17 gets his first from Kyrou. Falk gets his second. And why is this oh man, this is being really hard for me to see. I apologize, guys. Hope you're listening. I'll get to your things. Kyrou's stud. Riley stepped it up. The goals that will come for him, definitely not worried about it. But you're right. Riley had an assist. Yes, he did. He had an assist on Falk's goal. There you go. So, I mean, some people are going to get some points on this. I don't think anybody had Falk, though. Let me look real quick. Falk. No Falks. So not any perfect scores, but hey, man, it was still a good game. Roosters had good comment. Riley stepped it up. The goals are going to come. I agree there. Let's see. 4-2 and Hoffman here. So I did okay, but I think not as good as others. Yep. Well, you got 1 point and Hoffman got 1. So you got 2 points there, Tom. Not bad. You missed last game, but that's not that you're going to move up. So the leaderboard's going to change. We're going to work on it. Tom, I don't see your score though. There it is. I see it. Tom Franklin, 4-2 with Hoffman. There we go. See, this is fun. I'm enjoying this, guys. This was a good game. This was solid. This is what the Blues needed to do. And the pick'em contest is going to pick up. But I got to tell you, for those of you watching that are not in the pick'em contest, right? You have to. First things you need to do is to find the pick'em contest. Tom, I'm going to see if I can use my thing here real quick. I know you're better at this SteamYard than I am, so I'm going to try and use SteamYard here real quick and see what I can do here. So guys, I'm learning. I'm doing this by myself. See, a lot of guys, when they do this, they got somebody helping them. So we're going to go over here. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this. So I'm going to bring up screen 2. Here we go. So let's bring up the pick'em contest real quick. And I got more comments. You guys keep the comments coming. I'm enjoying this. I've never had this much. Let's see. Chemistry will be better as it goes. That's a good point there. Oh, man. You guys are just keeping it coming. I can't even keep up. Roland says he got a point. Sensational. Roland said he got a point. Sammy Helms. Chemistry will be better as we go. Yeah, I agree with you on there. Chris Wayne Knight. 5-1 Blues. O'Reilly, what's my points? 5-1 Blues. That would be 1, 2, 3 points. You would get 3 points, Chris. Share screen. Yep, I'm learning it, bud. I'm getting there. So right now, you should be able to see. Let me kind of put it up a little bit better there. Okay, there you go. So now you can see. And let me take this down. I actually don't. I don't remember what my guess was, but at least I have 1 point this game. I love that. Ashley. That's good. New comments. First time seeing this. Sammy, well, welcome, man. That's really neat. We're still Ken, this is it. Thank you, man. Hey, man, make sure you guys share this stuff. Share it with your groups and get out there. Get the Blue Note Fan Report on YouTube out there and get the website out there. So this is the St. Louis Fan Report. And I'm going to show you something real quick before I get into the pick'em contest. I want to show you this. I put this up today. If you go to the Blue Note Fan Report, see this current Blue Note, click here and what's going to happen? What's going to happen here? We're going to get. Look at this. Today's Blue Note fan report. That's all you got to do. That's how you find the Blue Note fan report. That's simple. You don't have to go search all over YouTube. You come right here. This is the home of the Blue Note fan report. Tell me what you think about that, right? Get your Blue Note fan report there. The interviews, I don't have them all up yet. I'm working on them. There's some of them. Give me some time. The site's still new. We're still learning it. Let's get over here. The Blue schedule. The Blue schedule and activity. This is important because you come look at the Blue schedule. See this thing for the next game where it says continue reading? Let's say we click on that. We click on this here, Blues versus Sharks, right? And you guys are with me, I hope. You guys can see this. Look what it says right here. Oh, it's not up yet. So later, it's going to tell you, let me go back. Let's go to this one, continue reading. I think because I have it deactivated, it will tell you to pick 'em contest to enter here. We have that set up. It takes you right to it. So if you want to know what the schedule is and if you've gotten in the pick 'em contest, easy way. So let's get back to that pick 'em contest. So back to activity. We'll go to the pick 'em contest. Here we go. You go here. A little slap shot for you, right? There's this month's prize. Look at that helmet. Isn't that sweet, people? I think that's sweet. Later tonight or early tomorrow morning, once we have things set up, we will get him back in. There we go. Look at that. Blues definitely need to work on their power play. Okay. See, I was talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and there's the ugly. We are still the worst team. We are 0 for the season, and we just let in almost every single. Our penalty kill is like 40-something%. I don't know what it is all overall. The helmet is sweet. You know what? If you guys give me a second, give me just a second here. I'm going to show the helmet live and in person. So stand by. Hey, there's one more thing that you guys, Tom on here. Tom is the host of the Blue Notes podcast, and I like to say I'm a guest host on there. But on there, I introduced a new character, and I think you guys are going to enjoy him. He's called Disgruntled Pissed Off Blues Fan, and for those of you who know him, he is based on, and I say this in. Not that I'm making fun of anybody, but he's based on somebody, I won't say his name. He's based on somebody that I think is an anti-blues fan. So I call him Disgruntled Pissed Off Blues Fan. Do you think we're missing Petro on this PK? I absolutely think we're missing Petro on the PK. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Tom. So here you guys go. Here she is. There's the helmet for you, right? Let me take this down for a second. Let me go back to here so you can see it straight up. There you go. How's that? There's the helmet. There's the signature. And there's the certification. Right? This is right now, one of the prizes for January. February is this. This is a signed Brett Hull, and I have a signed Brett Hull puck. So I kind of looked at the signature, and this puck was signed in the 90s, right? Early 90s, because it also has Adam Oates on it. And the signatures are pretty close. They're close enough that I'm not concerned with the signature on the Hull. It has a Beckett's, and Beckett is hit or miss, so I get that. But that's going to be the gift. And then if we get more people, we get over 30 average, then I'm going to have a couple signed pictures and some other things. I've got stuff coming. Rooster, thank you. So, that stuff's all coming to you and possible for you guys. I see some of you are still hanging around. What I wanted to talk about was I talked a little bit about the bad or the ugly. The ugly was definitely the power play. Now here's the bad, and you guys may not like this. Bennington is a question mark, and I'm very concerned about Bennington. That in the last 2 games he's given up 8 goals. In the last 5 periods he's given up 8 goals. Now in the game against Colorado, that was not as much on Bennington as you would normally think. Hey, by the way, you guys can kind of see my floating spinning puck here. It may not do it with me holding it. There we go. With me holding it, I don't think it's going to do it so good. But you guys can kind of catch it here. I'll kind of move it like this so you can see it a little better. There you go. My floating spinning puck there. I think you can see it in the background. Oh, it jumped up on me. Okay. And I know he's not here, but Philip Leaker, if you're out there. Okay, Roland, take it up. Ken Smith, thank you. He says he agrees on Benner. I think that what's this? I think that the new guys have stepped in nicely in an absence of Petro and Bo, and yeah, they have. They're getting there. This is he'll sharpen up. Tim, I hope so. This was a concern. Goaltending is a concern for me, and it's been a concern right from the get-go. Mike Dante comes in and he chimes in with the bad was the PK, not the power play. Your power play can be terrible, but if your PK is bad combined with your power play being bad, that's a bad recipe. That's a bad recipe for success. I agree. Penalty keys. Okay, yeah, you're right. You got to stop pucks. You got to keep them from scoring. So there are some things on there that have to be done. I just got Twitter. The lady who was the fan of the game today just said that she was famous, so I appreciate that. Get on it. Make sure you watch the Blue No Fan Report, guys. Man, you got me all. You guys. Oh man, you're making an old vet feel really good tonight. Thank you. And this is kind of a night that I needed it, and I appreciate it. And if you were here earlier during the first intermission and you heard me go on my rant and I upset you or I offended you, I'm sorry, but it was something that needed to be done. I needed to get it off my chest. So don't forget the pick'em contest. Actually, Rooster, I would put a little more on Benny. I'd put at least 2 on Benny tonight, if not 3. I know the one on that power play was some really slick passing, but at the same time, Benny wasn't. It didn't seem like he was completely set. Yeah, actually, I think Huso's going to get a start before he's going to get a start. I would think one of the Ducks games, or quite possibly one of the Knights games, because right after that, you have a back-to-back against the Avalanche. You need to get him some real strong. I think I asked Darren Pang this. Yes, I got to interview Darren Pang. That's on there. Especially the last one. Gunnarsson blew it on the first one. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Defense, happens, and that's fair enough. But it's still a concern. We haven't seen Bennington be Bennington yet, right? And once we see Bennington be Bennington, then I'll be okay. The first game, I think, was an aberration at the moment. I need to see more of that. If he's going to be Bennington, be Bennington. Be Winnington. Be it. And I just don't see it yet. And Huso scares me. Huso, absolutely. Huso's goals against average is 12. I think in my article I said he had a goal against average near infinity. Right? So that's, where we're at there. This is smart. This is smart. You have San Jose again. You have the Sharks again on Wednesday. Wednesday, you need to come out and pound them. You cannot give up 2 early goals. That's a concern for me. That's another part of the ugly, giving up the 2 early goals. You cannot do that against the Knights. You cannot do that against the Avalanche. The Ducks, maybe. Arizona, you can't do that against Arizona. Minnesota, if you give up 2 early goals against Minnesota, I think that they can lock down. We really do. Don't rank. He's grandfathered in with this organization. Well, I get that, but at some point, Mike, I don't have a problem with your point there about Gunderson being grandfathered in, but I got to tell you, um, I gotta let me see. I got to tell you, at some point that goes away, and that's kind of. There's a good point, Steve. I like this. They aren't cycling the puck very well. They're on top of each other. Passing needs to be better. Steve, that is a great point. That is a great, great point. Now, there is one thing that they also did in this game that I saw in game one, and I started to see in game two, but it never materialized. If you, and I'm going to ask you, I want to get your information first. We got about 9 minutes left on this. I want to get your information because I still got to write an article, guys. I got to write about this great win, right? And I got actually a buddy of mine sent me an article about the wrap up for the East. I got to work on that so I can get that out to you guys tomorrow. What is one thing that I always complain about with the Blues? What is something, if you know me, you know what I bitch about the most. What is something that I talk about all the time, and I think it is the most important area of the game? I'm going to see who can bring that up for me. I know you're on a bit of a delay. Hey, Ashley, I got a bunch of them out there. Go out there and read them for me. Oh, that's it. While we're here, you just made me think of something, Ashley. Let me go back to here. Now, when you first sign on, there's a thing that talks about it, and I want to show you here. If you come up here on the page, you go over to Blue Note Fan Report. See the newsletter? Right now, we have this set up. There's my boys.
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
Thank you, Morton boys. Oops, hit the wrong button. So if you see here, this is where you can get an email telling you that I have written an article or that a video has been released. And Tanner, you got it, the neutral zone. The neutral zone has always been a tough area for the Blues. They always seem to be coming backwards, not forwards. They always seem to not have speed to the neutral zone. You've seen it from other teams, but you didn't see it from the Blues. This season so far, I feel like we've seen much, much better neutral zone play, right? Oh, thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. I think I got like 39. That's the thing. Also, I think I said by the end of, I'm going to extend it. By the end of Wednesday, if you sign up by the end of the Sharks game, I'm going to check. If you're in the Pick'em contest and you were signed up to the, hey Ken, thank you, and thanks for being a new fan. Check this time. I wish it was in your time zone. Yeah, it's a little earlier for me, but check out the website and check out the articles and leave comments and let me know that you were happy. But if you sign up for the newsletter by the end of the Sharks game on Wednesday, I'm going to give you a bonus point in the Pick'em contest. There you go. Right? And Ken, anytime, man, just let me know. Thank you for that great comment. I appreciate that so much. And guys, I'm trying to catch up with all your comments. It's just me here, and you guys are flooding the comments. Great, 13. I've seen all this. I really appreciate this. So as we're getting down to the last 5 minutes, for those of you who are still here, it's your turn. Tell me what you think are your good, bads, and your uglies. What do you think? What do you think about the game? What do you think could be better? What do you think could be worse? Hoffman on a goal and 2 attempts, +1 rating. Hoffman I think he had a good game. I think that flub, coming out in the second, you know what? I'm taking credit for the second period. Absolute credit. Credit goes to the Hawaii Blues fan. You know why? Because in the second period, in the first intermission, the Hawaii Blues fan was having a really shitty day and just let loose. I probably need to, I was going to take it down, but actually I might leave it up now. But I went off, and I had people calling me, God, cool down, calm down, don't do this. This isn't right. But it felt good, and I needed to do it. And getting that off my chest was, there's a good point. Not enough shots from the Blue. We need to see the defense get in there and build that up. I agree with you there. Steve, that's a good comment. But I went off, And they come out of the second period, and what do? They go off. I love it, right? You love it. I love it. We all love it. We love us some hockey. So let me bring this up. Let me bring this up so you can see it real quick. Let's take a look at the San Jose took 26 shots. Bennington had 22 saves. 53% on the faceoff for San Jose. That's a pretty good. 2 for 3 on the power play. That's 8 hits, 10 blocks, 5 giveaways. That's the Blues really were good there. They took 33 shots, and they were some quality shots. 48% on the faceoff. Concerns me now that 0 for 3 on the power play sticks out like a sore freaking thumb. Being 0 for the season is not good. 6 penalty minutes, 12 hits. 12 hits is nice. 12 hits is what you need. There's a good one. Goals against is an early concern. The comeback after going down 2 goals was good to see. That's something I agree with you. That is very good. You're right, Mike. Mike Dante. This is an inside joke, and he knows it. When the Blues are playing bad, I call it Dante's Inferno because he goes off, and I love it, and he knows I love him. All right, roster. That's a really good. So what do we do to improve the power play? So here's the thing: the power play is in transition. So you had Mike Van Ryan. I think it was Mike Van Ryan you had last year who ran the power play. Might be. I forget who the assistant coach was. I could have that name wrong. If someone's around and knows who it was, please help me out. But now you have Montgomery coming in. Montgomery coming in, and you also have added Krug and Hoffman, who are somewhat power play specialists, right? Or at least very good on the power play. And the problem is there's a mixture of you have 3 different chemicals here that you haven't figured out which amount you need to put together, or better yet, you have 3 different spices, and if you get a little too much of one spice, it overpowers. If you don't have enough of another, you don't taste it. They haven't found that right mixture of spice yet. And I think that's something that's going to come over time, but I do think that something that needs to happen is during the day off tomorrow, there needs to be a little more power play cohesion from the coaching staff, and I think I know they don't have a lot of practice time in that, and you don't want to tire guys out, but you really need to see that and discipline. You cannot be taking penalties. If your penalty kill, if you can't score on the power play, and your penalty kill can't stop them, you cannot be taking power. You cannot, not at all be taking penalties. So discipline has to shore up very, very quick. Well, somebody agrees with me. I'm not a complete idiot, right? Well, guys, there's only about a minute or so left. So before we go, if you are, I gotta do this. If you're a company and you want to advertise on the St. STL Fan Report, contact me. We're going to start taking advertising. Got a whole bunch of different pages. The site is growing. The site is doing pretty well. I am more or less impressed. And I've been getting some good responses from other people. Today is a down day, but I'm gonna kind of bring this up here real quick. So here's my chats. This is my 1 month. Today makes the first month. Official is tomorrow, but if I bring this up here to my 30-day chart, you guys can see that. Yesterday was my best day, and I'm struggling a little bit. So you can help me get that numbers up if you go on and start reading the pages and just check the pages out. You'll help me get it up. Help me get to 300 a day. That would be nice. Get that, make that not so down. But as you can see, the site is building. This was the first official day. It was right here, and we're here today, and we're moving up. I don't want to show all of this because some of it's personal, but you can see here. Look at that, 779 views for that article. Really impressed me. Keep hitting the homepage. Get that homepage up. Get the other pages up. Really, really appreciate everyone out there for supporting me and realizing what we're trying to do and what I'm trying to do. And remember, this is something that I don't think a lot of people get. I am I am 4,200 miles away from the epicenter of St. Louis Blues hockey. I'm not there. I have to suck my news from the guys that are there, and then I have to give it and I won't call it spin, but my view, the view from afar, right? And if you're a writer, please let me know. I want more writers. I can't do it all. I mean, there's things I want to write about. I can't do it all. I wanted to get an article out about Bouwmeester's retirement. Unfortunately, the person that was supposed to do it wasn't able. Got too busy, and so I got to work on that. And Rooster, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. It just means a lot when you guys come, and I do. I do appreciate each and every one of you. You may not see it, you may not feel it, you may see my stress or my struggle, but trust me, I'm thinking about you. I know you're there. And here's a good comment for you. Well, there you go. So I'm glad, and I took a very bad situation and flip flopped it, and that bad situation turned into the STL fan report. And I will tell you, the STL fan report is veteran friendly and veteran owned and disabled veteran owned. Me and my webmaster are doing a great job. We are both members of 22 Until None, and there we go. I want you guys to do me a favor. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor before we go. I'm a little over time, but before we go, I'm going to ask for one favor from you. I'm going to go back to my site, and you're going to get to hear. I'll bring this up, let you hear. How cool was that? No, Steve, that's right. We do need some time to mold together. I do agree. So on my page, if you come up here, you'll see resources. Under the resources tab, I am a member of 22 Until None, and we are working. We're making sure that you have connection to this. And I would love everybody to take this page, this resource page, and even as we're still building it, to take this page out and share it with every veteran you know. Because 22 veterans a day make the decision to not be here tomorrow. I've been there. It's not a good place. Hey, Steve, thank you for your service, man. I really appreciate it. It's not a good place, and I still deal with feeling like I didn't leave the Gulf 30 years ago. It happens. You had Rui on here, one of my shipmates from back then, and that was good to see that. And I've been connected with some other ones, so it's really powerful to know I have guys like that are here. Well, guys, I'm a little over time, but 35 minutes, 34 minutes. That's a little high, and I still got some work to do. I got to clean up the house before the wife gets home, so I don't get in too much trouble. Well, I'm going to get in trouble anyway, so who cares? But hey, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, who is telling you aloha, mahalo, and I can't wait to see you on next Blue Note Fan Report and to hear your comments on the STLFanReport.com. Put your comments out there. I want them. I love them. And God bless bless each and every one of you. Just remember, we're all in this together. Aloha.